Hello and welcome back to the show. I have 6 different remedies for you for your skin if you have troubled skin like I do. One of these options should help you, I think. They're just wonderful, natural plant remedies that were created by God. Some of them contain essential oils, some of them don't. I hope this will be helpful to you. And just as a reminder, if you're looking for a group of Christian women that want to work on their health and you want to network with others, pray with others, go to www.facebook.com/groups/herholistichealing. I would love to see you in the group. With all that being said, let's start the show. Welcome to Her Holistic Healing. Do you want more energy and less anxiety so that you can do all the things? Are you searching for meal ideas, essential oils, and other holistic treatments? Do you wish you could know which direction to take with your health so that you could finally feel better? Hey, I'm Alexandra. I love Jesus. I'm a wife, mom of 3, and registered nurse with years of experience in clinical research. I also wanted more energy so that I could have more fun and keep up with my growing child. I too was confused about all the different diet and treatment options. I too wanted to wake up every day and feel good, but I felt anxious because I couldn't solve the mystery of my health. Until God showed me that He is the source of true healing. In this podcast, you will learn holistic treatments and Bible truths that will lead you to the peace, joy, and freedom that you have been hoping for. So what do you say we take a break from the mind-numbing humdrum busyness? Let's rest and let God be our healer and helper. Hey there, and welcome back to the show. If you've been listening to the show for a while, you might know that every now and then I get these skin flares, and sometimes they can be pretty bad. Skin flares on my hand from, some doctors call it eczema, some call it psoriasis, whatever it is. Sometimes I get these skin flares. And so I've been experimenting with different things for a while on my skin, and I'm just so excited to share with you these natural remedies that God made that work really well for the skin. I just think it's so important to be aware of what we put on our skin, because the skin is actually the largest organ of our body, and it's just very important that we're putting pure things on our skin, because our skin can absorb those harmful things that we put on our skin. So when I tried to make my own concoctions, I found that it was kind of time consuming, and they didn't turn out very well. I tried making things with cocoa butter and shea butter and some other things, but they required a double boiler, and I had to find special containers, and I didn't always have the right size jars and all of those things. So thankfully I found some things that are just super easy that you can buy at the store. They work really well. So the first natural remedy for your skin that you may want to try is called Organic All-Purpose Balm, and it's made by the Honest Company. Let's see, I'm looking at the back of the bottle. It has tamanu oil, calendula, organic olive and coconut oils, and shea butter. It's super soothing to the skin. I've used it on my kids when they had diaper rashes when they were babies. One thing that I don't always like, and you might not like, is that it is pretty thick and oily, but it is very soothing, so you might want to try this one. The second one is jojoba oil. I found this article, Anti-Inflammatory and Skin Barrier Repair Effects of Topical Application of Some Plant Oils. I found this article, it's from the International Journal of Molecular Sciences. According to the article, jojoba oil is a long-lived, drought-resistant perennial plant. It has a high content of wax esters, so it's good for dermatitis, eczema, acne. It has a proven anti-inflammatory effect, and it can help with skin infections, skin aging, and things like that. It's very soothing to the skin, and when I used it, I felt like it was a very good moisturizer for my skin. I did find that I liked another oil better. Jojoba oil was very good, but I liked sweet almond oil better. Here's another article for you from the Complementary Therapies and Clinical Practice Journal. It's called The Uses and Properties of Almond Oil. So historically, according to this article, almond oil has been used in ancient Chinese, Ayurvedic, and Greco-Persian schools of medicine to treat dry skin conditions such as psoriasis and eczema. It soothes and rejuvenates the skin. It has been used to improve complexion and skin tone, and it can also possibly help with scarring. So this oil, I love this oil. It's very soothing. It leaves my skin feeling silky. It doesn't absorb right away, but after a while, you can feel that it is absorbed into the skin. It's not like an oil that just sits on your skin and doesn't do anything. So this is one of my favorites. If you are interested in adding essential oils to like sweet almond oil or jojoba oil, those are really helpful as well. I will say that a couple years ago, I feel like I just put too much oil. It got to the point where my hands were rejecting everything and they just started hurting a lot. So I will say if you use essential oils, less is usually better. And if you're new to essential oils, you might want to start with the single oils first. Don't just start blending oils or buy the blends, because if your skin is sensitive to some oils, you won't know what it's sensitive to if you're using a blend. If there's 5 together, you won't be able to know what's causing the sensitivity, right? So you might want to start with single oils first. Also, if you're blending a bunch of calming oils, they might make you really sleepy. So that's something that I experimented with. I had to cut back on some of the calming oils. So here's some ideas of how to use, like you could use sweet almond oil with lavender and tea tree oil. Lavender contains linalool and linaloyl acetate. It's known to have calming effects on the skin and on the mood. And you can add tea tree or melaleuca. It's very good for cleansing the skin. So what I like to do is I like to take a 15 milliliter empty bottle, an empty essential oil bottle that's 15 milliliters. I put 5 to 7 drops of lavender and 5 to 7 drops of tea tree or melaleuca, and then fill the rest with sweet almond oil. And this can be helpful for your troubled skin. My kids really like to use this when they're feeling itchy or they have rashes. If you're interested in other uses for lavender oil, you can go to episode 13 where I talk about lavender oil a lot more. The next thing you can try is sweet almond oil and melissa oil. Melissa oil, when I tried it on my skin for the first time, it felt amazing. It really felt amazing and soothing. I found this article called In Vivo Potential Anti-Inflammatory Activity of Melissa officinalis L Essential Oil from the Advances in Pharmacological Sciences journal. According to this article, melissa has been reported in traditional Moroccan medicine to exhibit calming, antispasmodic, and strengthening heart effects. The article also talks about this experiment on rats, how melissa helped with edema. So, it's not the best article that talks about melissa on your skin, but for me, it just helped. It was so soothing for my skin. Melissa oil is one of the pricier oils, but you don't need too much of it. So this might be something that you want to try. And just like last time, I would recommend an empty 15 milliliter bottle of essential oil. Take the stopper off, put 5 to 7 drops, and then fill the rest with sweet almond oil. You might want to keep the bottle, if you take the stopper off, you might want to just keep this remedy at home. You don't want to keep it in your purse because it'll probably leak out without the stopper. But I like to use the bottle, the 15 milliliter bottle, rather than the roller bottle, because if you use the roller bottle, it might make your skin sensitive, if you're rolling that bottle on top of it. So that's why I like to use the actual 15 milliliter bottle. Lastly, if you are really into essential oils like I am, you can do your own blend. And this is what I found worked really well for me. It didn't make me sleepy. So this is what I am currently using. Like I said, I use a 15 milliliter bottle of an empty 50 milliliter bottle of essential oil, and I put 5 to 7 drops of Melissa, 5 to 7 drops of tea tree or melaleuca, 3 drops of patchouli, 2 drops of cedarwood, 1 drop of lavender, 1 drop of frankincense, and 1 drop of helichrysum. It might seem like a lot, but if you know much about essential oils, you know that these oils can be used for so many things. So that's why I have so many oils, and I've been experimenting, and this formulation works. It works really well for me. So if you're interested in getting started with oils, my family uses doTERRA. We just love that these oils are pure. They're not adulterated. They're not diluted. You can go to my.doterra.com/herholistichealing if you're interested in getting these oils. Just to recap, if you have troubled skin, you can try using organic all-purpose balm by The Honest Company. Number 2, you can use jojoba oil. Number 3, one of my favorites, sweet almond oil. Number 4, you can use sweet almond oil with lavender and tea tree oil, which is also called melaleuca. Number 5, you can use sweet almond oil with Melissa oil. Or number 6, you can use sweet almond oil with Melissa, 7 drops of Melissa, 7 drops of tea tree or melaleuca, 3 drops of patchouli, 2 drops of cedarwood, 1 drop of lavender, 1 drop of frankincense, and 1 drop of helichrysum. Put these oils in an empty essential oil bottle, 15 milliliter bottle, and then fill it with sweet almond oil, and you will have just a very soothing natural remedy for your skin when you're having skin flares or whatever skin troubles you have. This just might work great for you. I hope this was helpful to you. I do hope that you find natural solutions for your skin. Try these plant oils because God created them and they just work wonderfully for your skin. I will talk to you guys soon. I'm so glad that you took the time to listen today. If you like what you heard, will you leave me a 5-star review on Apple Podcasts so that this show can reach more people? And if you want to connect with me, go to herholistichealing.com. Before you go, I want to leave you with one of my favorite passages from Matthew 29. Come to me, all who labor and are heavy laden, and I will give you rest. Take my yoke upon you and learn from me, for I am gentle and lowly in heart, and you will find rest for your souls.
For you, it's easy and my burden is light.